Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Holler again. We're going to start our math lesson today on page 745. 745. Get your math book out. I would like you to shout out for me. Yesterday, or the last lesson, we talked about 2D shapes, flat shapes, and can you remember any of them? I'm hoping that you will say that you remembered at least a circle or a square or a rectangle or a triangle. The other ones that we don't use as often are pentagon and hexagon and parallelogram and trapezoid. So I'm going to point to this. If you remember what this red one is, tell me. If you said trapezoid, you're right. How about this blue one? What is this one called? If you said parallelogram, you are right. How about this one right here? It's kind of like when we put them all together, beehives. If you said that that's a hexagon, you are correct. I don't have a pentagon out here right now, but we will talk about that a little bit later. Today we're going to talk about sides and we're going to talk about angles. So I want to take a look at this triangle first, okay? Or this is this a triangle, boys and girls? No, this is a square. So this square that we have here, this orange square, I want to talk to you about it. It has four sides. You can see that there are four sides here. Side 1, side 2, side 3, and side 4. And every time that a line meets another line, it is going to be called an angle. So I'm going to show you this angle here. This is the way that we draw where we're talking about angles. So this square and every square has four angles where two lines meet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just say I was looking at the triangle. The triangle has how many sides? 1, 2, 3. It has three sides. And how many angles does it have? When you don't have a perfect where they actually meet perfectly like this is called the right angle. This is a different way that you do an angle. It's more of a curved looking mark that you make on it. Oops, that's more of a curved looking mark. So those are three angles. So a triangle has three angles and it has three sides. So what we're going to do is we are going to make this a little bit smaller so that we all can fit. I'm going to get these out of here. All right. Oops. Okay, so what they want us to do is figure out, let's put in here to start with the number, how many sides? Let's go with three sides. And so what shapes that we have over here have three sides? There's only one. And here is the shape that has three sides. It's a triangle. And how many angles are on this shape? In this shape? If you said 3, you are correct. So there are three sides and three angles in the triangle. Let's go next with the square. Oops, I didn't do a very good job there, huh? The square. The square is next. How many sides does a square have? If you said 4, you are correct. And how many right angles does a square have? If you said 4, you are correct again. Are there any other shapes that we have right here that have four sides and four angles? I hope you said yes, because the rectangle belongs in this box. Anything else belong in this box that has four sides and four angles? The parallelogram belongs in there, because if you look in there, here is one angle, two angles, three angles, four angles. So they have, in that shape, there are four angles as well. Anything else between these two? The trapezoid is also one that belongs in this square that has four sides and it has four angles. Let's look at those sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's an angle 1, here's an angle 2, 3, and 4. All right, so the only one we have left is called anybody know what that's called? It's called the hexagon. Let's count how many sides it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's count that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 sides, and let's see how many angles there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there also are 6 angles, 6 sides and 6 angles for the hexagon. All right, take a look at page number 746. It says see and show. You can describe two-dimensional shapes, another word for 2D shapes by the number of sides and angles. So here's a picture of it that's showing you these are the sides, and then there's the angle that I just showed you. So this triangle has, we already talked about this, 3 sides and 3 angles. There's one angle there, and here. This is a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is another name for a shape that is closed that has 4 sides. Okay, so how many sides does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sides, and it has 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd like you to try these next 3 on your own and see how they go. I also think that you can do these 1, 2, and 3 on your own, as well as 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 and 9. So let me just read the directions. Here you're going to trace them and tell me how many sides and angles. Here you're going to show me which ones has 0 sides and 0 angles. I'm going to give you a clue. 0 sides. Look at this circle, can't have any sides. Does it have any angles where 2 lines meet up? No. Then you're going to trace and tell me how many sides and angles again. And then this one says 3 sides and 3 angles. And this one says 4 sides and 4 angles. Put me on pause and go ahead and do the rest of those. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, boys and girls, so I have completed page 746, and so you can check your answers with that. Just put me on pause so that you can see if your answers are the same as mine. And also page 747, go ahead and put me on pause and check that page as well. I think, and I hope all of you did a great job on those. Let's take a look at page 748. It says, for number 10, Kira draws a shape with 6 sides and 6 angles. What shape does she draw? 6 sides and 6 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does anyone remember what this shape is called? If you said hexagon, you are correct. Hexagon. Am I getting any better with my handwriting, boys and girls? Maybe just a little bit, but I don't know. So remember, if it has 6 sides, and then here are the 6 angles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides and 6 angles is a hexagon. Number 11, Alex draws a shape with 3 sides and 3 angles. What shape does Alex draw? 3 sides, 1, 2, 3. 3 angles, 1, 2, 3. This picture is a picture of I hope you all said a triangle. Oh boy, Miss Hollard. Triangle. Number 12 says Josh drew 3 squares, Katie drew 2 triangles, and 1 square. Who drew more angles? 3 squares, 1, 2, 3. That's what Josh drew, 3 squares. So how many here? We said 4, and 4 times 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 is, I hope you said 12. So Josh drew 12 angles, and Katie, she did 2 triangles, 1 triangle, 2 triangles, and 1 square. So Katie this has 3 angles, 3 angles, and 4. So what is 3 plus 3 plus 4? What does that equal? Well, 3 plus 3 is a double, so we should know 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 plus 4 is 10. So, who drew more angles? It would have been Josh. So, since they asked who, we have to write a person's name here for Josh. The right math says name each shape and describe 2 things about each shape. So, what's this shape called? First, check, let's see how many sides it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I remember back from yesterday's lesson that a shape that has 5 sides is called a pentagon. Sorry, my crazy handwriting. Gon. Okay. And it says to tell us 2 things about the pentagon. I think one thing that we already said is that it has 5 sides, right? What's another thing that we could say about it? You could write something. I'm going to write, describe it, that it has 5 angles. All right, you guys can do the bottom one on your own. You know that's a square, I sure hope. Tonight, for your homework, you do not have to do the book pages. Instead, you have an assignment that is IXL. So, I hope that you had a great day, and I will talk to you soon.